Hey guys, what's up? I wanted to interject here just for a moment. This game recorded in a tiny little box. There's nothing I can do about it. The recording's already done. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to zoom in on the tiny little box so you won't see my mug during the video. But at least you'll be able to see what's going on. So I'll let the first few seconds run so you know what I mean. Like you can tell what I mean with the little box, and then I'll zoom in. So I'm sorry you won't be able to see my mug, you won't be able to see my reactions, but it's the only way I could really get a full screen experience for you guys, so I apologize about that. There's not much I can do about it, so. But I hope you enjoyed the video regardless without my face. And you guys stay crafty. Bye! Hey guys, what's up? Crafty Sheep here, back with another horror game. This is called Bleeding Canvas. This is a visual novel, so there's going to be a lot of reading. I also think it's a long one, so from what I could see from the other video posted on the Itch.io page, it's about an hour long, so I'm just letting you know ahead of time. I've never seen it played before, so the spooks should get me. Here's to hoping. It's got good spooks, but we're just going to get straight into it. Controls. Enter to continue. Up arrow and down arrow to choose option. F1 for full screen. Not recommended. Why not recommended? I don't know why it's not recommended. You are able to save your game at the end of each day. To load a save, you must close the game or get an ending that returns you to the main menu. I think I wouldn't notice you sleeping. You're suddenly awoken by the sound of your college professor knocking sharply at your desk. How long was I asleep? About half an hour. Class ended a while ago. You better hurry home before it gets too dark out. Oh. You quickly stuff all your belongings into your small school-mandated book bag and scurry towards the door. With your mind half asleep, you turn to face the scholar behind you as you bid them farewell. Thanks, good night, Professor. As you plug your earbuds in, a familiar voice grabs your attention. Hey. Oh my god, it's him. It's my crush. Oh god. I should ask him out. I should do it. Hey. I'm acting strange, aren't I? I wanted to ask you something. Do you have time to spare? Oh, of course. Okay, the hearts are ridiculous. I wanted to ask you to go out with me as a date. Oh, what happened? I think I wouldn't know how she's sleeping. Okay, it was a dream. Suddenly awoken by the sound of your college professor knocking sharply on your desk. But unlike in your dream, you're not the only person left in class. How long was I asleep? Standing next to your professor is your crush, Mikey, giggling in amusement. Oh. Having nice dreams? Only the best. What was that? Nothing, I gotta go home soon, so I'll just head out. Quickly stuff all your belongings into your small school-mandated book bag and scurry towards the door. Hey, wait up. You pause for a brief moment as Mikey attempts to catch up to you. Man, you move fast. I wonder if you paint that fast, too. Shall I tell our teacher to enroll you in the art competition? You flush a bit. Aha, I see the look in your face. Your blood runs cold. Could he see you blush? Damn, you look mortified. Don't worry, I won't force you to do anything you don't want to. You breathe a sigh of relief. You almost forgot how he was a total idiot. He doesn't seem like an idiot. Anyway, it's getting really dark out. Shall I do the honor of walking you home? You quickly think to yourself, yes! Great, let's get going. You and Mikey walk a few blocks, reaching your house within a few minutes. Your walk home was a bit awkward yet fun, with Mikey making small talk and asking you a few questions here and there. Finally, you reached your apartment complex. I'm assuming we're in, like, college. Looks like this is it, isn't it? Need me to escort you to your apartment? No thanks, I'm good. Alrighty, see you later. Fat Mikey was gone. You ascended the concrete stairwell leading up to your apartment. Before long, you were in your home, safe and sound. Honey, I'm home. What? Looking around the dimly lit room, there's no one waiting for you. I'm so hilarious. Pause for a moment, thinking of what to do before you sigh, resigning yourself to the usual. I guess I better go to bed. You groggily make your way over to your bedroom, practically collapsing on your rock-hard mattress, as if it was fluffy and soft. Ow. Ugh. It's been such a long day, and most of it sucked. Except for Mikey. Your mouth waters a bit. Thinking of him, you drift off into a peaceful slumber. Sure. You get out of bed to the sound of your alarm blaring in your ear. New day, same activities. You grab yourself some breakfast out of the freezer, putting it in the microwave to heat it up. While waiting, you take a moment to scroll on your various social medias, reading up on the latest true crime. A bunch of people going missing recently, and dead bodies showing up in these stereotypical creepy alleyways. Guess I should be more careful. Just as you finish your thought, the microwave beeps to indicate your meal is finished heating up. You gobble down your food. Then, with nothing left to do, you gather and resolve to do what you most dread. Time to go to school, I guess. You arrived at school just in time for your first lesson, art. I love art. This is why I picked this one, because it said something about canvases, and I love to paint, so I was hoping that there'd be some art in it. There's some nice art on the walls. You feel a sense of security as you step foot in the art room. You grab a seat before anyone else, wondering to yourself if you woke up early by some godly luck. Thankfully, the teacher finally arrived to class, shortly followed by a swarm of students. Couldn't find your friend in the crowd, wondering if they were sick or worse, avoiding you after your fight with them. To make it worse, people were taking seats everywhere except next to you, and you can't help but wonder if they found you weird or heard some rumors about you. Do I smell bad or something? Oh god, this is making me so tense. Are there things being said about me? Oh, stop worrying about it. Hey, you! Mikey softly yelled from the door, walking up to you and taking a seat in your friend's chair. What's up? You look behind Mikey, praying your friend would walk through the classroom door and save you from the incoming awkward conversation. But to no avail, they weren't there. Hello? Oh, sorry, hi. Hi, it's okay, Space Cadet. Excited to continue working on our watercolor paintings? Obviously, I'm so glad the teacher decided to let us paint instead of sculpting. I hate the texture of clay so much. Me too, I just can't stand most textures, but I love art more than I hate the feeling of clay and styrofoam, so... you're right, styrofoam sucks. You and Mikey chat about various things until the end of class, working on your paintings side by side. You couldn't help but glance at his art, and you saw what appeared to be a person. You wondered who he was painting. When the bell rang, you quietly groaned, at least as your least favorite class was next. At least this semester, you only had to take 2 classes on Wednesdays. As you enter the lecture hall for your next class, your professor begins to talk about today's course. Flag, this is boring, same thing from yesterday. You make your way over to your seat quietly, regretting even showing up in the first place. If not long before you drift off to sleep, per your usual school day nap schedule. ... A voice awakens you from your slumber. Hey, sleepyhead. Think it's time to rise and shine. You're taken aback a bit. Hi, Mikey. From what I can observe, you seem to enjoy sleeping a lot. Huh? Oh yeah, I do. I don't really have anyone to talk to anymore during class. Not since my friend and I had our fight. I haven't seen them in forever. Yeah, I heard. What they did was unforgivable. You know something? Yeah, there were just rumors going around campus. I just couldn't help myself, you know? Oh yeah, right. That stuff spreads like crazy. An awkward silence fills the room. Love to walk you home again today. Yeah, I'm sure. Right home, you poured your emotions out to Mikey, who remained quiet, giving you his attention. Felt safe, as if you made a friend out of him. With him around, time moved a lot faster than normal. We've arrived. See ya, you. Seems like you're in a hurry. Yeah, I've got some things to attend to. Stay safe. Mikey turns around, quickly making his depart. That was weird. What if I followed him? No, I'm not a creep, but think to yourself, do you really want to do this now? But I don't want to follow him. You're not giving me a choice. Not fair. Fine. Ugh, fuck it, I'll follow him just to make sure he makes it home safely. There's been a lot of crazy stories about people going missing. My heart is in the right place. You take off the direction Mikey was walking towards. You found yourself in a suspicious-looking alleyway. What? Here? I saw him walking in this alley. Is he trying to get himself killed? How and why would Mikey, of all people, walk into a place like this? Your thoughts were interrupted when an object on the ground caught your attention. It's Mikey's bag. What's it doing here, and where's Mikey? A scream echoed in the distance, the voice sounding eerily familiar. Oh my god, Mikey! Clutching the bag, you ran off in the direction you heard the scream coming from. Mikey? You followed the scream to a brick wall in a secluded corner of the alleyway. And what you saw left you speechless. Mikey, are you okay? This is bad. You saw Mikey back facing you next to an unconscious person bleeding out of their neck. Their small intestine was entangled with the bigger one, twisting and turning into various shapes such as a wobbly heart. Couldn't tell who it was at first, as their face was scorned by what appeared to be a box cutter, while Mikey was gripping tightly. Which Mikey was gripping. Slip and score, slip and score. Taking a moment to look at their attire, it became obvious as the identity of the injured person. What have I done? It was then that Mikey realized you were there. Turning his head to face you, you felt your stomach churn as you saw the blood splatter smeared all over him. You let go of the body, its corpse giving a crunch as it fell to the floor. You took a step back. Oh my god. The person beside him, he killed them. He killed my friend. Mikey began to turn his whole body towards you. Shit, gotta go. Before he was completely facing you, you turned your back and ran out of the alleyway as quickly as you could. I've got to get in my apartment quickly. What? The door's open. I know you're out there. Why don't you come on in? Uh-oh. Fuck, what do I do? What if he sees? You rush into your apartment. You, what do you want? Are you here to hurt me? Mikey took a deep breath, seeming to regain his composure. First off, I want my bag back. You shakily hold out his bag. He reaches his hands out, touching yours for a brief second before grabbing the bag and putting it on. Mikey looks away awkwardly, as if there wasn't such a heavy weight in the air after you witnessed him murdering your friend. If that had not been, this moment would have made your heart flutter. Sorry, I have an ant on me. Okay, sorry. No, I could never hurt you. I did this because Mikey rips his mask off and bites his lip, making himself look like he's lost his mind. Because I love you. I love you. You. Yeah, about that. I couldn't love anyone else but you. You're perfect in every way, a true work of art. Oh, what an honor it would be to have you model for me if you're in your utmost perfect form, nude or not. Uh, this is awkward. He steps forward. I just love you so much. I love you, 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 love you. Yeah. About that. Yeah. Do you love me too? No. I don't. Your breath stops wondering if he will hurt you for your answer. How could you love him now after what he's done? Ah. I should have expected this. Mikey moves backwards away from you, taking the water bottle from his bag and dejectedly taking a sip. How could a being so divine, art in its finest form, ever love someone as unworthy as I? This is really awkward. Mikey paused, glancing at the door, then back to you, then back to the door. Fuck, I screwed up, didn't I? Perhaps you did. Please leave, Mikey. Goodbye, you. Mikey makes his way to the door, pausing as his hand rests against the door frame. I'll see you on Thursday. Maybe we can start from square one if you'd like. Before you get a chance to respond, he's gone. Ah, what the hell? Guess you couldn't study your friend's body for your science class. Why would that even cross your mind? With all said and done, you retired yourself to your bedroom, drifting off into a restful slumber while you wondered what awaited you the next day. How could you sleep after that? Sure. Like most days, your rest was unfulfilling. And again, like most days, you dreaded the fact you woke up alive at all. You wish Mikey had just broken in again and killed you in your sleep. But he didn't, so as a result, you gotta go through the motions of your regular Thursday, knowing your now ex-crush is a killer, which completely obliterated your opinion of him. You don't like him anymore, but he seems to adore you. There's no way this is going to end well for both of us. What an unexpected twist. Regardless of your opinion on him, your breakfast was ready. You gobbled down your breakfast with a hunger comparable to a ravished, stranded man. How could you eat after that? After finishing your breakfast, you gather your items in your bag and head to school. Like everything's fine. You're not gonna call the cops? Might want to call the cops. Just the thought. Fuck school, are you kidding me? You seem to have arrived on time, seeing your peers at their respective seats, including Mikey, who, unlike yesterday, chose to sit a distance away from you. His friends flocked to him, making conversation about things you couldn't care to tune in for. So that's how he's going about this. You grab your painting from your drawing rack and get down to business, doing your best to avoid making eye contact with him. Excuse me. For all that anyone could know, you're just very absorbed in your creation today. At least that's what you hoped. You were wrong. Two of your classmates approach you, seemingly wary in their steps. Hey, it's you, right? Yes? What could they want, you wondered to yourself. Could it be you're hogging the paint? Oh, did you need the paint tube back? Oh, no. We just wanted to ask about you and Julia, and maybe Mikey, that's all. Julia, that's what your friend's name was. Never thought of her as more than trash. She wasn't a human being to you. So when she introduced herself to you, herself, you forgot her name pretty quickly. That's still a little confusing. She was your friend. The air grew tense and you could feel the distrust towards you. They pulled their seats over to your table, whispering to one another on the way. Julia's gone missing. You had to feign surprise and concern. You got this. You've done this before. What happened to her? We don't know, and neither did the police. We were hoping you might, know something since they were onto you. But for the wrong reason. Easiest way out of this would be to throw Mikey under the bus. What could happen if you did? Would he hurt you? Would he be able to? He still loved you. Could he bring himself to? The odds were in your favor. Yes! Fuck it. The risk-reward balance works out just about enough for you to bite. Yes, I do know something. Well, what is it? I saw them... Mikey makes his way over to the table at the speed of light. Saw them where? Thanks, guys, but I think it'd be best if I took you to the police station so they could elaborate. Wait, what? But I think it'd be best if I took you to the police station so they could elaborate. You would have blurted out what happened on the spot if it weren't for the fact that you could feel Mikey's sharp box cutter pressed against your back discreetly. Uh-oh. Oh, of course. Good thinking, Mikey. Let us know how it goes. Mikey took you somewhere, all right, just not the station. You really thought you'd get away with trying something like that? How could you? I can't do this anymore. What? You were dead in an instant. The police found your body in seemingly perfect condition, leaving your death to be known as the unsolved demise. Dead end, just like Julia. Okay. Let's not say anything about Mikey. I'm trying to make this quick. We'll see what happens if I don't say anything. No, don't tell them. You couldn't. For your own reasons, you couldn't, and you wouldn't. I'm sorry, I know we fought right before all this happened, but they haven't talked to me since. Look. Pulled out your phone, unlocking it, and showing them your text and call history with Julia. Nothing even remotely strange or out of place to be found. For all they could tell from you trying to call her almost every hour, you were just a concerned friend. Oh, we're sorry for kind of suspecting you. We'll take our leave now. But since you hadn't mentioned it, could we actually have the paint? Since you had mentioned it, could we actually have the paint? You handed them the paint. Thanks. With that, they left, retreating to the side of the room they came from. So now there you were, left to stare at your painting after you ran out of paint to use. While staring at your painting, you didn't even notice Mikey walking forward and placing a fresh tube of paint next to you. Thanks for that. Oh, Mikey awkwardly shuffles back to his seat, looking up occasionally and glancing at you. You sat through the rest of the class feeling a mixture of emotions. Before long, the class had ended. As you got up from your seat, Mikey awkwardly brushed past you, avoiding eye contact entirely. You made your way to your next class, your favorite, culinary arts. It was Thursday only class. This prep took a long time considering how laid back but busy your teacher was. With pep in your step, you entered the classroom/kitchen and grabbed your utensils, sitting down, waiting for your teacher to address the class. Hello, everybody. Today we'll be preparing meat, specifically pork loin. You were thrilled. What a perfect lesson. As the teacher began hands-on instructions, you and your classmates prepared and cooked pork loin. Of course, as usual in this class, you exceeded your teacher's expectations and made one of the best dishes. Great job, you. You could become a professional chef if you pursued a career in culinary arts. You beamed at the compliment. You did want to become a chef, but you couldn't afford to attend culinary school. If only I could. Class ends quicker than usual. I guess time flies when you're having fun. You silently pack up your items, giving a brief goodbye to your teacher before heading to your final class. Guess we're skipping forensic sciences again today. There won't be a teacher filling in for a professor for a while. You feel the freezing classroom air even before you enter the class. But oh man, I'd much rather be in forensics now instead of this stupid class. Man, I almost forgot it was law and justice class. It feels like we're all doing long math equations all the time. It's a class I have to go to almost every day. You almost forgot you shared this class with Mikey. You two meet eyes and he is quick to look away. You can feel the guilt oozing from him. This is so painfully weird. Teacher saves the day by rushing into class and demanding you take a seat before finally starting the lesson. Hello class, I brought bad news for you all. The forensics teacher has been found dead on a park bench. Oh. What? Even Mikey looked surprised. I won't go into the details, but I thought I'd let you all know. Teacher droned on about how there wouldn't be any forensic science classes until a replacement teacher has been hired and began the lesson. Today was one of the only days you paid attention in the class. It was a lot slower than both of your art classes, but you still listened in. Class ended on an awkward note as the sun set in the distance. You half expected Mikey to approach you after the lesson had ended, but he didn't. He just left without looking in your direction. Therefore, you walked home alone. Mikey was avoiding you the entire day, at least you thought so, and you wondered why. Only time will tell. You got home safely. Your apartment hasn't changed while you were away. You watched some TV and headed to bed. I need to get more food soon. College life sucks. I can barely afford breakfast cereal. Thinking about your next meal, you drifted off to sleep. Sure. You woke up to your stomach growling. My stomach is growling. I am hungry. You sat down on your couch and watched the news, having no food to eat. You could hear your stomach gargle again. God damn it, I need to get more food. And soon, I'm so hungry. You lazily flipped through the news channel until you found press coverage on your dead forensic teacher. Apparently, the killer had left behind a canvas with a portrait of the teacher painted with their own blood. Oh, that's just wrong. Oh, the news further explained that it had appeared like the victim's body was dragged to the park by a third party for reasons they did not know. There are a bunch of crazy people out there, huh? Turned off your TV and gathered your items. As if on cue, a letter was slipped through the gap in your door. A chill went down your spine as you walked over to pick up the letter. Grabbed the letter, flipping it over, you read the shipping address. It had no stamps or labels on it, just two big red words on it. For you. You instantly knew who the sender was, Mikey. You opened the envelope to find a letter inside. Paper looked disgusting. If this were from a stranger, you would have torn it up on the spot. But instead, you felt obligated to read what he had written down on his note. You sighed and began reading. Adoration so deep it feels like pain. My heart beats fast, my mind's insane. I can't control the thoughts in my head. All I can do is dream of you in my bed. I know it's not right. This love of mine is like an addiction. It's crossed the line. I can't seem to help how I feel. My adoration for you is just too real. I know it's unhealthy, this obsession of mine, but I can't resist. I'm caught in a bind. Can't stop loving you. I don't want to try, even if it means in the end I might die. My love for you is like a disease. It's taken over. It's got me on my knees. I can't break free. I can't read it all. It's going too fucking fast. I love you. You felt your heart stop after reading that, dropping the note on the floor before coming to your senses and hastily shoving it back in its envelope. He's obsessed with me. I can't do this. I've got to distract myself somehow. You tucked the envelope and put it in your coffee table before checking the time. With the extra time you had left over, you decided to do a deep cleanse of your apartment. Well, seeing the state and contents of the letter surely made me want to feel clean in some sense. When you were done cleaning, you picked up the letter, noticing a distinct familiar scent to it. No, this scent makes you lose your sense of humanity for a brief moment. What kind of scent does that? Time and space begin to blur, and you're suddenly in class. Except Mikey isn't there. You would have thought that after sending such a letter, he would have wanted a reaction from you. Isn't that what most people want? You sat down and began working on your project, occasionally looking up to see if Mikey would walk through the door. But Mikey never came to art class, and you noticed his supplies were missing as well. His paints, his brushes, his canvas. All of them were gone. You could feel your classmates whispering, including so-called friends, about his sudden disappearance. They went back and forth with absurd explanations on why Mikey's gone. You had wondered why they make such a big deal out of it until you remembered the recent murders taking place. At that point, you couldn't help but wonder as well. Your painting began to morph into weird shapes and colors, with you ending up sketching some conceptualized version of your ideal boyfriend. You did always have a thing for yandiris. I almost fell asleep. You looked around to make sure nobody noticed. Thankfully, nobody did, so you picked up your paintbrush and resumed working on your art. You did your best to tune out the gossip being spreaded regarding Mikey. It felt like ages before art class had ended. You were so out of it you couldn't tell people apart from one another. You got up, feeling half asleep, and made your way over to your next class. Guess your luck had left you because you had a longer than usual school day ahead of you. People took the time to notice you, they would have noticed something was off. But your existence remains out of their eyes. Class after class ended with Mikey nowhere to be found. As you walked along just as you hoped you'd see him there. Why? He's a murderer! But to no avail. Hello everyone, today we'll be going over... You couldn't focus and you didn't know why. Maybe Mikey's absence made you lose yourself. Maybe you were hungry. Maybe both. Just as bad as him, if not even worse. Why are you saying that? I'm so... You, please pay attention. What? My God, you look horrible. Have you gotten sick? No, I shouldn't... Oh, just go home at this point. You're obviously unwell. Alright. You packed your bags and left class. When you returned home, you realized you were starving. You needed food now. Your only option was to sleep it off. This shit sucks. You attempted to drift off to sleep. Sure. But a noise woke you up. Someone was there. You had a feeling you knew who it was, but in a wave of confusion and fear you had to ask regardless. Hello, who's there? There was no answer. You got out of bed, following the noise to your living room before calling out again. Mikey? Nobody was there. You took a moment to look around the room, visually searching every nook and cranny for signs of an intruder, but nothing was out of the ordinary. What the hell? Must have been my imagination then. You groggily returned to your bed and went back to sleep. When you woke up the next day, you noticed a few bandages wrapped around your arm. Did I slip and hurt myself? You must have, you thought to yourself. To your surprise, the rest of your weekend went pretty normally, with no signs of Mikey. You thought you'd seen him again in school, but as Monday came and left, he was nowhere to be found. He didn't show up for the rest of the week either, and your art teacher gave a class news that Mikey had transferred schools. Oh, wow. You felt mixed feelings about his departure, but at least he was gone. Good ending, left alone. Okay, I think that's gonna be my endings. I got the good ending, yay! Still, he's a murderer, and I would have straight up called the cops as soon as he left my apartment. Or, actually, I probably would have walked to the police station, because just calling the cops, he could probably hear me calling them and maybe come back and murder me. So I probably would have just straight up walked straight to the police station, and just told them what the hell happened. Where to find the body, what happened, who killed them, etc., etc. But anyways, I like that. It was creepy. Some of these visual novels aren't super creepy, and this one really hit the nail on the head, so I like that a lot. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up down below. It lets me know which series I should keep and which series I should potentially can. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comments down below, or leave a horror game suggestion and I will try to get to it. But without further ado, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. You stay tuned and stay crafty. Until next time, bye!